Members of the ANC and SACP in KwaZulu-Natal have arrived at the home of late struggle icon Eric Stalin Mtshali to pay their respects. Mtshali died at Durban's Nkosi Albert Luthuli Hospital on Friday after a short illness. He joined the SACP in 1957 and helped form the armed wing of the ANC Umkhonto weSizwe in 1961. The SACP veteran served as a member of parliament after the 1994 elections. Members of the ANC and SACP have described him as a major contributor to the freedom of South Africa.
Well, it's always said when our stalwarts, who are the ones who are guiding us, depart from our midst. But at the same time, it's a cycle of life. What we must appreciate is that he was amongst us and he contributed enormously to the development of South Africa, to the struggle for freedom. He was one of those who left, who was in the party, who was in SACP at that time, in the ANC, and who worked selflessly and tirelessly for our freedom. Even now, he was still working hard, even at his age, and also trying to guide the youth and make sure that they understand that the struggle is not over, because we still have to fight against poverty, against unemployment, inequality. So those struggles are not over, and all of us must remember that until those are dealt with, we still have to work tirelessly, selflessly, with integrity, and know that we are the servants of the people. He was always very conscious of the fact that none of us are doing what we're doing for ourselves. It's because we are serving the people.
Humility was one of his qualities. At a time whereby the movement and the alliance in general is facing some serious challenges, with young comrades being seen not to be emulating those traits. What can you say the youth can emulate from him regarding humility? He was a down-to-earth person.
Indeed he was, to the extent that some didn't even realize how a serious leader he was and how respected as a leader he was, because he was very humble. But if you look at all our leaders who have made a difference in this country, from the time of the formation of the ANC up to now, most of our leaders have had the trait of humility. Because if you are a servant of the people, you have to be humble. You have to understand and respect everyone. And humility is very important. And I think you are right that if we learn nothing from him, but learn humility and the love of our people, then we would have learned something.
ENC's Sipamandla Goge spoke to Mtshali's family. This is how they described him.
Eric Stalin Mtshali was a veteran communist, trade unionist, and struggle icon. His family has described him as a dedicated and loyal man.
We are devastated. We didn't expect it. He suffered a short illness. It's very difficult to accept that he's no more. But the memories that we have are of a loving father. He was very dedicated to the liberation of our people, even post-democracy. He was a man of the people. He was always open to people of the community coming and sharing their problems with him, even after his retirement from Parliament.
The family says Mtshali lived a modest life and even downplayed his role in the liberation struggle.
My father was a very humble man, and he wanted no recognition for his contribution. He did it genuinely, and I think he was recognized by the movement, and we are grateful to the support that we are getting and that we've been getting from members of the community and comrades.
His daughter Lindiwe explains how her father earned the nickname Stalin.
He was very strict, and he was really a man of steel. Comrades call him a man of steel. He really was a man of steel. He was a disciplinarian, but he was also very peaceful and loving as well. So, yeah, that's what I can say.
He converted his garage into a library. Most of these books were collected during his exile years in Zambia and the Soviet Union. The ANC in KwaZulu-Natal described Mtshali as a committed cadre.
He is one of the stalwarts who played a very, very serious contribution in the struggle. He is one of the Lutuli detachment. He was one of those who led the struggle during the difficult times. For us, who are considered to be the middle-aged generation, we were so lucky to learn from him. He's one of the people who have touched our lives, who have inspired us to be dedicated to the struggle. I can say with no doubt that Comrade Eric Mtshali was one of the highly committed cadres of the movement who served the revolution with excellence.
Mtshali was honored with the Order of Mendi for bravery in silver. His family says funeral arrangements will be announced in due course. Siphamandla Goke, Durban.